Shalom. We are the true, real Hebrew Israelites. We come in, week out, to prophesy the downfall of America and to call for the rise of Israel, the real Israel, who today are the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian. But with that, we want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles who rule Great Millstone well, and shalom to all you Akim, pushing this truth with sincerity and endurance. May you brothers endure until the end. Shalom. Let's go ahead and get Revelation. I think it's 12. No, not that one. Let's get oh yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and get 15.
Come on. And it's the book of Revelation, chapter 15, verse 1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues. For in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High.
Right? And if you get into the scripts, there's the 7 angels of the 7 churches. We're the ones prophesying of these plagues to come upon America and upon the world. America's going to burn with thermonuclear fire. Everyone hates America for the wicked that America has committed and is still guilty of. Go ahead,
And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire. And them that had gotten the victory over the beast and over his image.
Right, that's the elect, and we're mingled with these wicked out here. Because as you can see right now, there's a protest or some kind of bullshit that's going on.
Yeah, for that shithole comment Trump made. Well, that has anything to do with anybody. He wasn't even talking about us.
America's the real shithole because all these other countries are shitholes because of America.
Yeah, what happens when you go in and steal every resource that isn't yours and then sell it back to that country?
Right.
They become a third world country that easily. Look at what happened to Libya. Libya used to be a thriving Mecca before we started going in with Hellfire missiles. And it wasn't the Hellfires that came first, it was the PSYOPs, the psychological warfare. And when that doesn't work, they just get physical, real carnal, like they truly are.
And this is a physical thing, this is a carnal thing to be out here with signs and shit. They ain't pushing no truth. They really out here ain't nothing for they're not out here for anybody else but their own benefit.
For the show.
Yeah. It's like a social meet, pretty much.
It's what do you call it? They're pranksters. That's what it is. Just dressing it up. We really agree with Trump, but he's a little too radical for my views. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go out there with a sign one day and say, shithole countries, that's America. That's literally what these people are doing. When they know that's exactly how they feel. They didn't care about Haiti when Haiti was getting destroyed by hurricanes. They didn't care about Haiti when it was getting destroyed by earthquakes. They only care when it's a shithole country. When the truth comes out. Revelation chapter 15 verse 2. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast and over his image and over his mark and over the number of his name stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High.
So this one right here, whoever's gonna, they were selected to avoid this. This is coming. Now that China dropped the American petrodollar, this chip is the next step.
And you know what, that's the spirit too, because this brother just said, this is coming. Every time I go on YouTube to watch a video from another brother's channel, I see all these suggested videos that have 200,000, 1 million views. And you know what they all say? This is information you haven't heard of before, but they're just selling you a farce. We're out here giving you the prophecy out the Bible, the word of God himself.
That's why Christians don't have no salvation, because honestly, they don't know the Bible. They just take another man's word and says they call on the name Jesus and they'll be saved. That ain't in the Bible.
Verse 3, and they sing the song of Moses, the servant of the Most High.
Right. What was Moses? Was Moses the most supreme? No, he was a servant to the Most High. He was a minister. A good way to give an example of what a minister is a waitress or a waiter. They bring you your needs so that you be comforted.
Serve on you hand and foot.
Right, and that's what we're doing out here. We're serving you. With these videos, we're serving you.
With the comforter.
Now, if you can't take it, you can't eat it, you can't digest it, that's not our fault. We're just out here to do our part, which is to bring forth these prophecies.
And just like a server, if he brings you food that you don't like, what does he tell you? Take it up with the chef. Right. If you don't like this bread, this meat, take it up with the chef. That's the Most High, though.
The price?
There's a price for that, too.
Yeah, what about the price? You can't pay it? It ain't our... You think the waiter gives a fuck you can't pay?
Yeah, I ate 5 plates, but I could only pay for 2.
Yeah.
Well, you knew that from the beginning.
Good, huh?
Come on. In Revelation 15:3, and they sang the song of Moses, the servant of the Most High, and the song of the Lamb, saying, Great and marvelous are thy works, Master, the Most High Almighty. Just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints.
And that's how you know it ain't Christianity in this Bible. Because Christianity is not righteous or true or just. It's a bunch of bullshit. Because when they tell you that anybody could be saved, well, what about a man that's bringing death on a whole nother nation? You're supposed to just forgive that man and share a meal with him? That's where you get Thanksgiving from. See, Christianity is a bunch of false bullshit. It's just like selling something on an infomercial, you know? They're just selling it to you. It has no nutrients. It's like a McDonald's hamburger, man.
It's
no nutrients.
It's like that pastor we were watching this morning. Like, literally, he's going on for minutes and minutes talking about this, that, and that, but not one script did he bring out. A so-called pastor not bringing out any scripture. But yet these people will fucking pack in the churches, sure have that fucking $1 or more ready for the collection plate, and think that's their salvation.
And they don't want the truth. You start talking the truth, that's why ain't nobody around. They don't want no truth. They want fairy tales. Like breast cancer week. You can't stop breast cancer. Breast cancer is put on these whores by the Most High.
Including you men.
Right. That's why you get testicle cancer. That's the Most High doing that to you.
And then he tells you, if you want to get rid of all this, what do? You return to me. I'm the one that made it. I can get rid of it. But then what do these people do? They fight it every way. Because like the brother said, they don't want salvation. They're already saved. But salvation is for those that endure, which means long suffering, going through long suffering.
And actually what they're saved for is the destruction that's coming to America. America is going to be blown away by nuclear fire and everything that's in it. Women, children. In fact, if you look up natural disasters, the #1 casualty in natural disaster is children, because they don't have the common sense to get the fuck out the way. So when martial law comes through, guess who's going to be the #1 prey? Children.
Yeah, especially when these stormtroopers who have been fucking injected with a bunch of adrenaline, that new secret drug they've been cooking up too, are fucking on one, and they see your child as just the next prey. You're fighting. That child ain't fighting. That baby ain't fighting.
Good,
Sorry. Verse 4.
Starting from just and true on verse 3.
Oh, con. Continuing in Revelation chapter 15, verse 3. Just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints.
God.
Who shall not fear thee, O Yahweh? Bahasham Yahweh Shai, and glorify thy name.
And that's what's coming. When these nuclear missiles hit America, it's going to be a glorious thing. It's going to be beautiful to see this wicked place be burnt up. That's what keeps us going. That's what gives us this great zeal, is to know that the wickedness of Babylon, which is America, a place of confusion, is going to be burnt, and everyone in it. It's going to be a good thing to hear these people scream.
Based on your post, I got to give more credit to the right Christian church.
Go ahead,
For thou only art holy, for all nations shall come and worship before thee.
You hear that? For thou only art holy.
But it's for everybody, right?
Right, so none of you heathens are supposed to be touching this Bible. You Edomites, the Caucasians, the Indians, any form of heathen is not supposed to, even a 2/3 ain't supposed to be touching this.
Including a 2/3.
You know?
Because what will a 2/3 do with this? Oh, I'm an Israelite, I can open the shrine. Oh, let me break this down my way. You still got that niggard spirit on you. That's a demon.
This whole place is full of demons, as you can see. You're telling me this place ain't supposed to be destroyed? Look at this shit.
And like it says, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. This is the Most High's will being enacted. He wants to see this place destroyed. He actually built it up so he could destroy it. Because the Most High is pleased when he can show his creations how powerful he is. That pleases him. When he killed his son, it pleased him. Because his son had to learn who the real power was.
So how much more are you wicked? Good, huh?
For thy judgments are made manifest.
And they're made manifest. You hear all these countries bucking up against America. That's a manifestation of the judgments of the Most High going forth. Good, huh?
Verse 5. And after that I looked, and behold, the temple of the tabernacle of the testimony in heaven was open.
Right, what you're getting right now. It's the truth. They didn't have this truth 10 years ago as an extreme today. You know, you might have had the elders or small little groups pushing this, but 10 years ago, it wasn't being pushed as strong as now. Good, huh?
And the 7 angels came out of the temple, having the 7 plagues, clothed in pure and white linen, and having their breasts girded with golden girdles.
That's the elect. The elect are going to come and rain hell on this earth. Go ahead.
And one of the 4 beasts gave unto the 7 angels 7 golden vials full of the wrath of the Most High.
Right, which are the plagues that are going to fill this place. Right now you're very comfortable because you could go to Walmart to get your food. You could go to the doctor when you get sick. But soon you ain't going to have none of that shit. People are going to be hunting you. Okay.
Who liveth forever and ever.
Right, death is going to be thrown into the lake of fire right along with every other wicked thing. Go ahead, huh?
And the temple was filled with smoke from the glory of the Most High and from his power. And no man was able to enter into the temple till the 7 plagues of the 7 angels were fulfilled.
And that's why we pray for this to come. Because we can't get to the kingdom until these plagues be played out. And that RFID chip is one of them plagues coming upon these people. I'll get to 2nd Ezra chapter 3 verse 1.
3 and 1? And this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 3, verse 1. In the 30th year after the ruin of the city, I was in Babylon, and lay troubled upon my bed, and my thoughts came up over my heart. For I saw the desolation of Sion, and the wealth of them that dwelt in Babylon, and my spirit was sore moved.
Right. So when you learn this truth, it becomes bitter. Why does it become bitter? Because you see how unclean you are, and how unclean your nation is, and how oppressed we are from our enemy. Go ahead.
So that I began to speak words full of fear to the Most High, and said, O Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, who bearest rule, thou spakest at the beginning, when thou didst plant the earth, and that thyself alone.
Meaning this was already preordained to take place. That's why you can't stop it. That's why Christian prayers are in vain. All these rallies that they do, it's worthless. It's vain. It's nothing. Nothing is being accomplished by these people being out here. They're nothing but a waste of space.
Because what does Trump still think? That everywhere that there is a so-called darky to him is a shithole country.
Right.
If you aren't of the fairer hue, aka so-called white, you aren't worth it. Just look what happened when he went to Puerto Rico. He was throwing, I kid you not, shooting basketball shots of paper towels at them. They need food. They need an infrastructure. And he's smiling like, I'm God to these fucks.
And this is just Esau trying to separate himself from the judgment of the Most High. Because they know through the Spirit that their judgment comes with this man, Trump. Because he's bucking up all these spirits.
And that's why they're trying to, like you said, they're trying to distance themselves.
Yeah, they don't want no part. Look, I protest against Trump. It don't matter. When the sword comes, there ain't going to be no negotiation. We ain't going to ask you, how do you plead? We're going to know how to deal with you according to the Spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Good, huh?
Time. Verse 5. And gave us the body unto Adam without soul, which was the workmanship of thine hands, and didst breathe into him the breath of life, and he was made living before thee.
See, and you're not living unless you're living according to these scriptures. All these people are dead out here. From the youngest to the oldest, they're nothing but the walking dead. They don't know what's going on. Go ahead.
And thou leddest him into paradise, which thy right hand had planted.
Right, he led Adam into paradise. You don't build your own paradise like America tries to do, because look what it becomes, a big ass shithole. And what happens to shit? It affects everything. When you get cancer, when you get a gangrene in a foot or something, it spreads. That's America. America is the world's biggest shithole, and it's spread to all the other nations. That's why America has to be destroyed. And it's going to be by thermonuclear fire. This place is going to burn and everything in it. And rightfully so. Go ahead.
Before ever the earth came forward. And unto him thou gavest commandment to love thy way.
Right, to love the Most High. These people out here, the Christian, all these heathens, they don't love God, so-called God. That's why they're okay with faggots. That's why they're okay with abortion. That's why they're okay with a woman ruling over a man. Because they ain't all right with the Most High. They're wicked. And the Most High is going to fuck them up. Go ahead.
And unto